Hello.
Hi, Deven.
Can you Okay. I want to just like preface this. If you have any questions, just shout them out or raise your hand. Just like middle presentation, I'll just take them. And I have a presentation question slide at the end. Yeah. So, how many of y'all have heard about I2P? No one. Awesome. Perfect. So, I2P is really cool, and this is the mascot, I2P, I-T-O-O-P-I-E. Okay, I'm Devin. I'm big into motorcycles and exploring, so yeah. And I use orange. So, I2P is a open source peer-to-peer network that lives on the network layer protocol. So this is all the way down here on the OSI stack, OSI layer, and it's near ICMP and where IPv4 is. So it's similar to a torrent where everyone is seeding and receiving information and about websites. So it is a censorship resistant network, and it helps with privacy and anonymity. There are 4 layers of encryption when sending a message or opening a website in I2P, and it uses this really cool concept called garlic routing. And yeah, it's a standalone socket or web proxy that you can use with your browser of choice, and it's coded in Java. So, peer-to-peer network, super cool concept where your computer is sending a message to someone else's computer. Their message is, and that other person's computer is holding the data that you want. So like, let's say I want to grab a file from Chase's computer. I'm like, hey Chase, give me the file. And Chase is gonna say, thumbs up. So I will be able to get that file. However, with I2P, I don't want the internet people or ISPs or other people knowing that I'm getting a file from specifically Chase. So I will go down this line of people asking, hey, can you give me Chase's file? And then you're going to ask him, and then he's going to ask him, and then he's going to ask Chase. And then Chase is going to say, thumbs up. And then it's going to go back. But with I2P, comparatively to Tor, it's not going to go directly back the same line. It's going to go maybe around the room and come back a different way. That's garlic routing versus onion routing. Question.
So when you pass like through other devices, people have to like opt in to be part of the route for your information, or is it just kind of forced?
Repeat the question.
Is being part of the network required?
Like,
is that
like how do like when they know? Sorry. Okay. So when the whatever you're trying to request is being passed across a couple different people, do they like I guess consent to being part of this communication, or is it more of like a forced thing?
okay? So next slide. It uses a mixed network. So every single node on the network, so every computer on I2P's network is being generally opted in to sending messages. So everything's encrypted with keys and cryptography and stuff. That's scary stuff. But it uses what's called a mixed network, where all the data is being sent to different people. So each packet's going to be sent to different people, and everyone's going to be decrypting and encrypting files, whether everyone's going to be part of it unless you opt out for some specific reason. But like torrenting, torrenting ISOs from like Arch Linux, which is super fast. Super fast, but everyone's going to be receiving and sending data. And it's all going to be encrypted, so you don't know who it's getting sent from, who it's getting sent to, or what the data is. So it's like so your message, each packet is going to be encrypted like a Russian doll, where it's going to have like 4 layers of encryption over your message or over your packet. And that's going to be sent to another person, which is going to get, it's going to get decrypted and then sent to another person. Then it's going to get decrypted again and sent to another person, and so on. In this picture, each key can be represented as kind of like a node, and each node is a person on the network, and each person on the network is a router, meaning that they're all being encrypted and decrypted. So no node can see the messages, their source or destination. All right. Cool. Anonymity. So I2P is really, really good at this. Everyone on the network, each packet is, so let's say Charlie's trying to send a message. So it's going to be encrypted, and then each person it passes, it's going to get decrypted, and by 1 layer. So like if you go back, each one of these shells is going to be slowly taken back or getting peeled apart until you get the raw data, and then you'll have your website, your EAP site. Yeah, so I2P uses garlic routing, which is an extension of onion routing, which is used by Tor, in which Tor uses bidirectional routing. So when I was sending the message to Chase, it comes back using the same route. But garlic routing uses a different route, meaning that you hypothetically have to own more devices to break the network. So in a onion routing, to break the decryption, you have to own 50% of the network devices to be able to decrypt any message. Which is why garlic routing is better, where you don't have to use the same path bidirectional. I2P uses 4 to 6 hops. So like how many people are between me and Chase? Is between 4 and 6 people. And Tor uses that also. All right. So services with I2P, I'll give you a little demo later. But I2P has a bunch of different services behind the network service, network layer. So like you can torrent through I2P, meaning that Chase's file will get over here through other people. You can have service managers. You have image generators, identification generators, JSON, RPCs, router consoles hosted locally, address books for looking up other people's. I'll explain this later, but each website's identified by a base 64 or base 32 characters, something like that. You can do email. Email is really cool because you can send out clear text emails to. You can send emails to clear text and clear web email addresses, and you can host your own website, which is super cool, for free. Yeah, because in I2P there are no exit nodes, which is a common, I guess, thing against Tor, where you have to have an exit node, meaning that it'll go to the clear site from somebody's node. So that person will know what website somebody on the Tor network is trying to connect to. But I2P, it's only I2P. There's no clear sites or public IPs. No external networks or IP addresses or websites. and Git hosting, which is super cool. Alrighty. Torrents, web servers, chatting apps, IRC over I2P, which is really cool also. Demo time. Oh, no. Okay. Demo time. Hands-on laptop. Alrighty. Are there any questions before I go into demos? No. Okay. So, I2P. Here, we have our Dockerized image, but using Podman. Yes. I am currently using Arch with i3 on it.
Real.
Okay. Yeah. So there's a bunch of different ways you can have it installed. It uses Java. Yes. Zoom. Yes.
Enhance.
Enhance. All right. This is a simple Docker image running script thing where it passes a few ports through. 4444 is the HTTP socket or proxy. 6668 is, if I'm not wrong, I don't remember. But this one's the important one. This is your local host website, which is like a jump box for everything on I2P. This is this router console. And these are your public IPs for hosting deep sites, I believe. Everything's listed well on the I2P website. Let me close these out. Everything's a little bit bigger. Boop. Okay, this is the I2P ClearNet website. I get I2P.net. It'll explain how to get onto I2P. How to get onto I2P. I personally use Docker because I don't want Java on my computer. Ew, who likes Java? So yeah, this is I2P. This is the router that you get. This is a local host address, so that you can't see. Let me make it bigger. That doesn't work. No. That is not how it works. Let's not. Okay, it just says localhost :7657/console. This is your I2P console. It is your gateway to everything I2P. If we go home, you can see all the services and applications that we have. How much time am I actually? Am I good? Okay, cool. So over here we have the address book that holds all the base64/addresses. So like over here, local address or router addresses. So over here you can see the location, destination. This is the address, and then the shortcut name. With a fake, not fake, but it's their tld.i2p site. This is the link, and this is if you want to send it, and this is where all the addresses are hosted or held. So I2P is fully decentralized, so you're going to have to find your own site location. So this is X32 or 64, something like that. For example, if we go somewhere to a site that I already vetted and looked at, we have asterisk here in text. This is someone's .I2P site. I will make this big. Hold on. Grab that. This is the URL. It says b32.i2p as the TLD. So, go here. This is someone's personal website. As you can see, you can not see their IP address, or even if you look for it, you could not find their IP address. You only get the URL address and their content. I will show some more websites. This is a wiki for I2P. You cannot see that. This is a wiki for I2P. It has some information. This is how to get to the ClearNet. Someone's hosting this software called Stormy Cloud. And this is how you are able to get to the ClearNet by going to this address, and then you can type in a .com TLD website. GitLab over I2P. Super cool. You can host your code on I2P. This is another help board. This is a pastebin website. paste.idk.I2p. So you can paste stuff and then you can open it on different files, different computers. This is a place where you can find different I2P sites, EAP sites. And here's a little chat board that you can find I2P sites or talk about things related to I2P or not related to I2P. Going back to the console, we have Ramble, which is another I2 or Ramble. Ramble does, I believe, torrenting stuff. Get project hosting. You can host your own website if you press on that button. Stormy Cloud is how to get to the ClearNet. Bunch of other softwares that you can run. You can host your own email and host your own EAP sites, I2P sites. So yeah, that's I2P. Do you guys have any questions right now or anything you want to see on the I2P? Yes.
Why isn't I2P more prevalent than Tor?
So Tor is definitely a bigger network, but also with Tor you can access ClearNet sites. So you can go to espn.com on Tor. You can't do that over I2P because there are no exit nodes. So everything that lives on I2P or everything that you can access through I2P lives on I2P. So you're either running a router with your laptop or desktop home server and hosting your own website, or you're accessing it from somewhere. Any more questions on I2P?
I2P is pretty snazzy.
It is pretty snazzy. I don't know how I explained this, but it is all run off of Java on your machine. So it is, like I said earlier, a layer 3 networking protocol. So you can send a lot through I2P, like renting tools. Hint, hint, hint. Maybe, if I get it around to. Yes. Yes, Chase.
Are there any ways to possibly break I2P? Something perhaps physically related?
You could break into my locked heart with maybe some lockpicks.
Clap it up for that. Presentation.
You got some nice lockpicks.
Let's go.